All right, welcome to Cruise Control. My name's Eric, and today Chevy just dropped a huge EV bombshell in the name of a EV Silverado, but should have been called the EV Lanch, EV Avalanche. I don't know. It looks more like an EV Avalanche to me. Let's talk about that right now. All right, so we all know about the Ford Lightning, the Cybertruck, and there's a couple other trucks that are out there, the Rivian, things of that nature. But the EV Silverado does look to change the landscape a little bit. Let's try to keep the video short, and let's get to it. Welcome to Cruise Control. All right, so let's talk about looks first. From every angle, this looks like an EV variation of the Avalanche. It kind of looks like a unibody design. It's not unibody, it is body on frame, but it looks that way. If you look at the silhouette from the side, you think, ooh, Avalanche. And then the midgate falls down just like the Avalanche, not the Silverado. So to me, this is an EV Avalanche. That's what I'm going to call it. Well, let's call it the EV Silverado, but in my mind, the EV Avalanche or Avalanche. I don't know. The looks are okay. I'm not like blown away by it, but then you know what? I don't really care. The big wheels, the 24-inch wheels, you can keep them. Those are standard on the RST model. I'd rather get the work truck because the work truck, spoiler alert, matches the pricing on the Ford. $39,900. They did not say the range. I'm going to say it matches the range as well. They said that the work truck, though, does beat the Ford because you can get the 400 miles of range in the work truck. Spoiler alert, you can't get that on the Ford. You're going to have to watch my Ford video for that. But you have to spend a little bit over $73,000 just to get that kind of a range, 300 miles of range from Ford with 1,000 miles of payload. But we've seen people with the readout saying 400 miles of range unladen, which means nothing payload-wise. So you can't buy a work truck from Ford currently. Now, I feel like they're going to respond and eventually they're going to have that as an option. But I don't believe that they can actually match the capacity for this right now. I don't think they're built to handle that. So I think that's why it's not available on the work truck with the Ford yet. But I guarantee you they're going to not like what they just saw from Chevy, and they're going to eventually do that as well. Moving back to the Chevy. So $39,000 to start. Don't know the range, 250, 300 miles of range. That is the lower range on the GMC Hummer. I bring that up because that's what this is based on. It uses a similar setup. So I'm going to guess between 250 to 300 miles of range on the base truck here as well. Possibly 300 miles of range because the work truck comes with smaller 18-inch wheels. They're going to use less, charge or less electricity than the 24-inch giant wheels that they're bragging about. I wouldn't brag about those wheels. Number one, they're expensive. Number two, the ride's not going to be great. Number three, they look ugly. So I'd rather just get the 18-inch wheels that are on the work truck because A, I get better range and cheaper in cost and all those things and whatever. So I'd rather just have the 18s. The interior here, I see an interior shot of the RST model, which is like this black with white and red piping stitching. Look, the interior looks really nice. They spruced it up. I was concerned because sometimes GM and Chevy, they don't make the best interiors, so I was concerned, but it looks pretty good. And then I found this other picture here that looks to be, I don't know for sure, but looks to be the work truck interior and looks great to me. I hope it comes in a lighter shade of color as well, not just black, but at least it looks like you get still decent content and stuff like that inside there, so that's good. I really do like this truck. What do you guys think? Let me go over some of the most important things before I forget. All right, so 8,000 pounds of towing in the work truck with the smaller range and stuff like that. So 7,700 is in the Ford. So this is 300 pounds better. The bigger towing, whatever you want to call it, package enables it to go up to 10,000 pounds, which matches the Ford. I was hoping they were going to beat it, maybe go to 10.5. I was really hoping for like 11, maybe 12,000, but they went to 10,000. They did, however, have an ace up their sleeve. They said, hey, we are going to make one with 20,000 pounds of towing. I'm imagining a tri-motor or a quad motor design to be able to pull something like that. So that's pretty cool. Payload is 1,200 pounds in the 8,000 pound towing and 1,300 pounds in the 10,000, which I believe are lower than the Fords. I'd have to pull that up, but off the top of my head, I think it's lower. You can get up to 100 miles of range in 10 minutes on a 350 kilowatt charger. Good luck finding one, but if you find one, you can charge it really quick. 0 to 60 in the bigger motor in the RST is claimed to be under 4.5 seconds. I think that's an understatement because the power is up to 664 horsepower and 780 foot-pounds of torque. yeah, it's going to move quick. Even the base work truck, though, check this out. 510 horsepower, 615 foot-pounds of torque. That's awesome. The center console is a 17-inch size, so it's a huge screen. The gauge cluster was 11 inches, and then it has four-wheel steering options, so you can get those tight corners. That's pretty cool. You can put your reservation in on this right now. Are you guys going to cancel your Ford Lightning reservation? You're going to jump to the Silverado side, or you're going to get reservations in on both and then wait to hear more details on the Silverado when it comes to pricing and all that kind of details? Leave your comments down below. Which EV truck are you guys going to get? Are you Team Lightning? Are you Team EV Silverado? Or as I like to call it, the EV Avalanche, the Evelyn. All right, and some information that I just found out. If you go to actually order the EV Silverado right now, the first model that you're going to be able to get in fall of 2023 is the RST model. A fully loaded version of that is $105,000. They don't say where it starts, but that is the fully loaded price before destination. And if you want the $40,000 truck, that won't be available until the summer of 2024. So we're talking 2.5 years worth of wait. So if you're down the line on the waiting list on the Lightning, it's probably going to be around that same time to get one either. If you have an earlier waitlisted item on the Ford Lightning, you may actually see this either this year or possibly next year. So depending on where you're at on the order list with the Lightning, you may want to keep it to see if you like it, or do you think you're going to switch over to the EV Silverado? Thank you for watching. My name's Eric. This is Cruise Control. Please do like and subscribe for more content like this. Have a good one.